This simple meditation can be used for changing the way you feel just by being mindful and joining your thoughts with your actions. With your eyes closed, just allow yourself to continue to relax, let go, and breathe. Notice your breath going in and out. Don't try to change it, just breathe. As you breathe in, say to yourself, breathing in, I know I'm alive. As you breathe out, say to yourself, breathing out, I smile to the world. As you say this, also allow your lips to curl up into a smile. Breathing in, I know I'm alive. Breathing out, I smile to the world. Breathing in, I know I'm alive. Breathing out, I smile to the world. As you enter into the stillness, I invite you to continue saying this mantra as you breathe in and out. Breathing in, I know I'm alive. Breathing out, I smile to the world. This simple meditation can be used for changing the way you feel just by being mindful and joining your thoughts with your actions. With your eyes closed, just allow yourself to continue to relax, let go, and breathe. Notice your breath going in and out. Don't try to change it, just breathe. As you breathe in, say to yourself, breathing in, I know I'm alive. As you breathe out, say to yourself, breathing out, I smile to the world. As you say this, also allow your lips to curl up into a smile. Breathing in, I know I'm alive. Breathing out, I smile to the world. Breathing in, I know I'm alive. Breathing out, I smile to the world. As you enter into the stillness, I invite you to continue saying this mantra as you breathe in and out. Breathing in, I know I'm alive. Breathing out, I smile to the world. If your mind wanders, no problem. Just bring it back to your breath and to this mantra. Breathing in, I know I'm alive. Breathing out, I smile to the world. Breathing in, I know I'm alive. Breathing out, I smile to the world. Breathing in, I know I'm alive. Breathing out, I smile to the world. Feel your awareness coming back into this time and space. Begin to feel your body in the chair. Know that you have performed a definitive act of getting centered and connected with the wisdom and the resource within you. Just breathe in and out. Each inhale bringing you closer to this moment. And with every exhale, releasing all that has come before. And when you're ready, I invite you to open your eyes.
morning, everyone. Welcome to Unity Spiritual Center of Hamilton. Welcome to everybody in our sanctuary, and welcome to those of you who are online. We are happy that you're spending your hour or so with us today. My name is Marcia Daly, and I am your presider for today. So 10% of all we receive goes back out into the community to bless and serve. And in this quarter, we're blessing Unity Canada and Mission Services, which is right here in Hamilton. And they provide shelter for people who are otherwise homeless. Now, if you have any local charities that you'd like us to support, please let us know. And so we begin. One of my favorites by Karen Drucker, Let Go of the Shore. And Emilio is going to use his wonderful talent to sing that song for us.
Coming. Hello.
Well, good morning, those of you watching online, and good morning, those of you here. I'm Reverend Ann Ahokangas, and let's begin with my favorite thing to do, and that is prayer. Close your eyes if that's comfortable. I remember that God is all there is. And so I speak in the I am, connecting to the greater part of me that is Source, Spirit, the infinite intelligence. And in this wondrous moment, I know that who I am is divine. And I know that the gift that I have is to create my own reality. And I do that through my words, my thoughts, my beliefs, my dreams, my aspirations, my affirmations. So today I choose to let go of all that no longer serves me and bring my full focus onto that which brings me joy, brings me peace. I allow the swirling energies that are around me that are unlike this peace to just do their thing. And I choose to be peaceful instead. Grateful to know that the power that flows through me allows me to be the captain of my own ship. So I let go and I let it be so. Please join with me in affirming, and so it is.
to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am kinder every moment, every day, and I'm more loving every moment, every day. I will surrender every moment, every day.
Today's absolute word, which is written by Reverend Paul Hasselbeck, is divine nature. And the affirmation, I claim my divine nature, guaranteeing my success. At times, goals may seem unrealistic or unattainable. Sometimes I feel as though I am just one step away from success in relationships, in work, or education. When it seems this way, it is time to meditate and focus on the awareness of my divine nature. Meditation and prayer contribute to my realizing and releasing my infinite potential. Centered in my divinity, I know prayer is key to moving forward and tapping into potential success. I begin to know all things are possible. My divine nature illumines the way to success. Solutions arise in my awareness. I know what to think, say, and do. As I claim my divine nature, my success is guaranteed. Amen.
I chose it. It all works out here. Am I strong enough to bear the burdens that sometimes come living this thing called life? Am I wise enough to make the right decisions when I'm standing at the fork in the road? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone, and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I'm in the place where God lives, moves and breathes as it's speaking. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes, and as it's speaking. I am the place where God shows up. Will I have enough to do the things I need to do to take care of myself? Will I have the health of mind and body to live a life of grace and wholeness? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone, and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes, and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and
Yes, perfect segue to today's talk. Allowing the self to be. And I'd like to explore that from a spiritual perspective, of course. What does it mean to you to allow yourself to be? I know when I think about it, I think about all of the shoulding that I might do on myself. Do you ever should on yourself? Instead of allowing myself to be and recognizing that every moment is a perfect moment, every moment is a divine moment, and every moment is also an opportunity to choose differently. So this was a great quote. Spend more time with the solution than with the problem. Are we trained to do that? No. We seem to always look for, I don't know why, problems. And when there are problems, we focus on those problems. And I know that the more positive that I have been in my life, the less I notice the problems and more I see things flowing, and I recognize that, oh, something's just another opportunity to choose again rather than a problem. So I'd like to look today at releasing and ways of letting go of the past that maybe you hadn't thought about. And also the how is up to spirit. So affirmative prayer. I happen to be blessed to have been trained in two of the New Thought faith traditions, religious science and unity. And in both, we have something called affirmative prayer. And it's understood that there are many different kinds of prayer, including begging ones and beseeching ones. But in New Thought, we believe that you create your life according to your thoughts and beliefs and the words that you use. And so if you're begging, then you are always in a place of God is out there rather than where you are. And to be affirmative means that you are the captain of your ship, of your reality. And that when you state the truth about you and what brings you joy and what you would prefer, that it's going to come to you, just like if you affirm the things you don't like and you don't prefer, then that's going to be your reality. And so why not choose the good ones? So there are 5 steps in affirmative prayer in religious science, and they are sort of loosely in unity as well, though they were never defined in this way in unity. And so I will do that for you. So the first step is recognizing, or God is. God is everything, including me. And unification is the remembering that I'm not separate from, I'm one with. And then realizing that as I affirm anything, it becomes my reality. And then giving thanks and acceptance in advance, even before it has shown up, because there is a part of me that knows that spirit is right where I am, so how could it not have heard what I said, what I affirmed? And then releasing it. I let go and I let God. And what does that mean? That means that I can let go of my need to control how something's going to show up. And I am willing to allow the spirit that is the greater part of me, the loving part of me, the supportive part of me, to bring it to me in the best way for me. So when you do an affirmative prayer, even if all you do is recognize that God is all there is and that you are one with it, that's enough. But if you want to get really into detail, then make some affirmations of the things that you choose, the things that you desire. And if you're having a hard time doing that, then say, I know there is something in me that is wanting, preferring, desiring to bring my best life to me. I allow it now, even if I don't know how. So this is a little small for most to see, but these are the 5 steps: recognition, unification, realization, thanks, and releasing. So first, it's letting go of the past. And maybe the past has even been praying in a way that isn't bringing about your best life. So why do I have trouble letting go of the past? I asked myself that question. Are there things in your past that you have trouble letting go of? You know, I don't know why, but part of this journey has allowed me to look at every part of my life in the past and what's happening currently and see it as the gift that it was. Sometimes some of the events that occurred were horrible at the time, and yet 5 years later, 10 years later, I look and I think I wouldn't be who I am, and I wouldn't think the way that I do, and I wouldn't have gone to the places that I went and wouldn't have met the people that I met if that one event hadn't occurred. So I saw the blessing eventually. So do you have a hard time letting go of the past? And maybe it's the recent past. Maybe it's a way that you behaved or someone else behaved. And maybe just allow Spirit to bring to you the answers that you need in how was this a gift for me? And if it's happening now, and I bring this one up often, the kid with the pony digging in the pile of manure, saying, I know there's a pony here somewhere because of this big pile of manure. When we have a situation, I invite you to think, how is this to my benefit? What is it allowing me to look at and maybe choose differently? So many of us get stuck in the past because we need certainty. Would you say that that's true? Certainty is actually one of the 6 human needs, and we have it for survival. And so sometimes hanging on to the way that things used to be or the way that I used to think feels safer than the unknown because it's not certain. And so know that that's okay. But you can also talk to yourself and say, I let that go. So we need to feel certain that we can avoid pain and ideally find some comfort in our lives. And so don't beat yourself up if you're stuck in some situation, because it's part of your hard wiring and it's okay. But also know that you have the ability to think differently. So we also like to feel certain about what's next. Oh, wouldn't it be nice to know what's next? And yet we never do. And letting go of the past means stepping into the unknown. Absolutely. I mean, think about all of the times that the way that you were living changed completely. Either you moved, you went to a new school, you had a new relationship, you got a new job, you got a new dog, and life is no longer the same. And yet here you are. And from what I can tell, most of you are smiling, so that's pretty good. Because we also have this thing called resilience. And resilience is this ability to be able to just take what is coming and make different choices about it. And you can move through the worst situations by just choosing to say, I know I'm supported. I know this too will turn around. And I know this too will be a gift at some point. So it takes courage to let go of what's familiar. It really does. And sometimes we're forced to let go of what's familiar because there's a part of me, I know, my soul that says, hey, like this living small isn't for you. Bust out of it. So are you ready to be vulnerable enough in whatever you're facing right now to say, I know everything always works out for me. Eventually. So your beliefs create your world, and your past is not your future unless you live there. I mean, you can drag it along, like I used to use this metaphor of dragging a bag of boulders around with me. We can do that, and it's okay. And people will say, oh, look, there's that person dragging the bag of boulders around with them. I wonder when they're going to let them go. We're not experiencing life at all then, though. What we're experiencing is our mind. And I want you to know that no matter what's going on, you have this brilliant mind. And you can say, okay, you can think like this or you can think like this. Which one feels better? And you get to choose. And it's not anybody else's business. I found this statement hard to understand when I was first journeying along in spirituality. You can be, do, and have anything you want regardless of your past. And yet you can. And the only reason that you can't is because you believe you can't. So turn letting go of the past into a must. I must let it go. Because there is something fantastic, magnificent, that's calling out to be who you are and for you to experience. And the first step is to acknowledge what's holding you back and think about why you must move on. What exactly are you holding on to? And do you need to forgive someone, perhaps? Either in person or in your heart, so that you can let go of anger and step into a more peaceful state. Because, the beautiful thing is that you don't have to actually speak to that person that you might be angry with, or maybe they're not even alive anymore. You can just make the decision to let go, and this open door happens to just show up, and new things show up. So once you have, that is not a sentence. Once you know why letting go of the past is so difficult, ask yourself, what are the reasons that I absolutely must move beyond this? There's a bigger part of me that wants to be happy, that wants to be peaceful, that wants to feel better than this, whatever this might be at any given moment. So how will your life change when you learn how to move on from the past? I was speaking to someone earlier this week, and they said, you're always so positive. How is it that you get to be so positive in spite of everything that's happened in your life? And the simple answer was, it's a choice. And most importantly, how will you feel in this new chapter of your life? So bring to mind something that perhaps has been blocking your way. Something in the past, an unforgiveness, maybe a bit of resentment or anger. Maybe it's fear and worry because you don't know what's coming up. And then imagine, what would it feel like if you were to let it go completely? What would it feel like if your life didn't have that in it? Would it seem brighter? Would you leap out of bed in the morning? Would you feel exuberant? Or would you just feel peaceful? What would it be? So one of the things that I think is really important is to identify your emotional habits, how you feel. Because how you feel is sort of like a lighthouse. It puts out this energy, this vibration, that then comes back to you, so you get to feel that way even more. And so it requires deep introspection. So if you're not feeling really good, ask yourself why. What is it that this emotion is saying? And is it serving me anymore? And how do you live your life? Do you start your day with saying, oh boy, it's going to be another one of those days. It's raining out. And you know what? I'm at a point in my life where it's raining. It's sunny. It's snowing. It's cloudy. Oh, look at that. And I'm not being light and frivolous about that. I'm really serious. I don't know why, but and I guess I do know why. I see the world through eyes that are expectant of even more good to show up in some way. So, do you have limiting beliefs? That rainy days are always yucky days? Or going to that place is always a yucky experience? Or seeing that person is always so fantastic, I can hardly wait to see them? Because whatever you believe, it shows up for you. And where do you live emotionally? Are you generally happy? Are you generally neutral? Are you generally angry? And ask yourself, why? Why am I hanging on to this? Or, why am I hanging on to this? Because it's so good. Because I've chosen this. So we all have patterns, and whether they're positive or negative, it doesn't matter because they are comfortable. And so that's the thing, is recognize it's a pattern, and you can undo the pattern. And I think it's not true when they say that you can create a new habit in 30 days. I think you can do it instantaneously. Now, back in the day, I would have been in my 20s. I used to smoke 3 king-size packages of cigarettes a day. And one day I woke up and I said to myself, well, I heard the voice in my head say, "You're addicted to cigarettes, Anne." And why did that voice say that to me? Because I only had 1 cigarette left in my package, and I knew it was at least an hour before I got to the store to buy some more. And this little voice said, "You're addicted and you only have 1 cigarette. What are you going to do?" And I said to that voice, I'm not even going to smoke this 1 cigarette because I'm stopping because I am not addicted. And you know, from that moment on, I've never smoked. Well, I lie. Once, a puff of a cigar in Cuba. That was about 3 years ago. It was yucky. It smells better than it tastes, I'm telling you. But so it doesn't take 30 days. Now, what took 30 days was my hands being busy. I found that I always had something in my hand, and I was always doing something with my hand. It was usually this, you know. And I used to sew back then too, so I made pockets in everything. And when my hand wanted to be busy, I put my hand in my pocket. Found a new habit. Did that take 30 days? I'm not sure. But the making the decision to do something different was instantaneous. And you can do that too. You don't realize that you're stuck in a negative emotional loop because it's your normal. And it was in that moment for me with the cigarettes where I only had 1 left. I had this moment of panic, like, oh my God, normally I'd smoke at least 10 in this next hour. I don't think you can. I think they take about 8 minutes each or 10 minutes each, so maybe 6. So condition your mind by learning strategies, developing an empowering story, and ensuring you're in the right state to move forward. Now, I've shared this story too, but in giving up the smoking, the little voice in my head said, so, are you really giving it up? I said, yes, I am. And I'm going to give myself a treat. And, have you had these conversations where you're talking in your head? Good, I'm not the only one. Well, they were at that time $5 a pack. I don't know what they are now. Maybe 20? 10? Okay. Nobody knows. Nobody's a smoker here.
$27 for a carton.
Okay. Well, I decided that $5 per pack was $15 a day, and that what I wanted to do was take a trip. And so I put $15 every day on my dining room table. And in 6 months, I had enough to do a 5-star trip to Tokyo, Bangkok, Singapore, Hawaii, and I was gone for a month and had the most amazing time. And it came from something that I would have just burned away. So that's part of the strategy of letting go of the past, is how can you reward yourself for this wonderful decision that you've made? Now, I did that because it was something visual for me, and I'm very visual. I needed to see that money piling up, and then I needed to see myself doing something different. So maybe in meditation, ask yourself, what gift can I give myself in letting go of this thing that I've been hanging on to? And maybe it's an unforgiveness towards someone or something. What gift can I give myself? And remember that new ways can feel awkward. Hence my pockets. I needed pockets. And find ways to condition your mind to stop believing negative self-talk and start embracing empowering beliefs. About 2 weeks in, I could taste again. I didn't know that I had lost my taste buds. I thought I could taste things, but all of a sudden I could really taste things, and I could really smell things too, even the bad stuff. And I thought, wow, well that's not such a positive, but I didn't realize I had numbed everything. So I wonder if hanging on to something negative numbs your life. Maybe it does. So if you don't take the time to examine and change your habits, life starts to happen to you instead of for you. You become sort of a puppet to it. So no matter how smart you are or how inspired you are, if you don't stand guard at the door of your mind, then you give approval to these disempowering and disillusioning thoughts. I like that idea of standing guard at the door of my mind. Tell yourself empowering stories instead of limiting ones. Feed your mind, with new knowledge and positivity, and surround yourself with people who make you better. Start your morning with meditation, visualization. Make your day in your mind how you want it to be before it even begins. And clear your mind and help yourself to live in the present moment. We had a meditation this morning that stopped about 10 minutes in, and we had to start at the beginning. Oh no, meditate for more. And yet we did, because it's so good for you. It's so good for you to just get centered in this peaceful, beautiful place that exists right where you are. And realize that everything that happened to you in the past is what made you the person that you are right now. And anything negative that may happen as it's coming along is a gift in some way, and that you can bounce back from anything. And as you love yourself and your life, it's easier to let go of the past for good. Do you know how to love yourself? Do you love yourself? I know when I stopped worrying about what other people thought, that was actually an act of loving myself. Would you agree to that? So how else could you love yourself? What might that be? I know wearing red lipstick is me loving me. Now, it may not look as good on you as it does on me, so I'd suggest finding another thing that is an indication of loving yourself. I've got people laughing here, those of you at home, because I'm being silly, but the thing is that brightness is me loving myself. I do my art and it's bright because that's an indication of me loving me. If I do pale art, that's boring. That's not me. So what's you, and what is loving yourself? So you have the ability to turn negatives into positives, setbacks into opportunities, and failures into lessons. I guess the thing to remember is that you're in control of your life and your thinking. And so shift your focus away from other people and events outside of your control. And boy, are there a lot on the news these days. I've even noticed Unity ministers posting about how they're being sucked into the negativity of all of this. My life is good and my art is brighter than ever and my red lipstick is redder than ever. So what are you doing to stay focused in what's self-care, what is positive, what is affirming? And the key here is the final step in spiritual mind treatment or affirmative prayer is releasing. And what I mean by that, and what we mean by that, is letting go of what it's supposed to look like. Just be concerned with how you choose to feel when you let go of something. And let the how be up to spirit. So when you're releasing, you've recognized God and you've unified with God. And you might call it Source or Infinite Field or even George. You've realized your desire as if it were happening now. And you've given thanks. And now you let it go. Release it to the infinite power and intelligence of God's law. The law that is as trustworthy as gravity is when you live on earth. Release the treatment or the prayer, secure in the knowledge that your desire is already assured. Be confident and go about your day. Can you do that? So say this with me. I release and leave the how to spirit. That's enough. Means to relinquish control over a situation and trust that spirit is handling it. Leave the how to spirit. There is this wise source that is everywhere, and it's right where you are. And if you say, I don't know how, if I knew how, I'd have done it already. But you know how. So show me, and I'll follow the guidance. Relying on faith, and that's what really relying on faith is trusting that I live in this beautiful energy that I call love, that loves me so much that it is constantly attempting to bring to me what is my highest and best, even in spite of myself. And so today I choose to step aside and allow it to bring it to me. I don't have to do anything other than follow the guidance. So surrendering to Spirit's way and allow the results to show up and surprise you with how amazing they are. So the key points, faith and trust. The core idea is to have complete faith in Spirit's ability to work and act in a situation, even when you fully don't understand how, because you don't have to. Surrender the control. Oh, I like to control. I think some of you do too. So how about letting Spirit guide the way? Active participation. I release and leave the how to Spirit. Means relying on Spirit. It doesn't mean being passive though. It still involves taking appropriate actions and aligning yourself with Spirit's perfect timing and outcome. It's a bit like saying, I want to have really great muscles. You've got to do some exercise, right? Or something. So if you're wanting to have a great life, then what are the prompts that you're getting when you take that quiet time in the beginning of your day that are going to guide your day? So that's what allowing yourself to be is. The bigger part of you. Allowing it to be the main part of you. And so it is. Because I give myself permission.
I give myself permission. I give myself permission. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to me? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fears, our presence automatically liberates others. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free.
Way for today. And as always, we'll take your takeaways here in the sanctuary. And if anyone at home wants to share with us, please do, because Wendy will read it for us. Take it away, Bruce. We missed you.
I don't think the only thing I took away today was I enjoyed the stereo of the singing between the ladies behind me and the in front of me. Exactly, yeah. Sorry, the brain's not working today. That's it.
Thanks, Bruce. I have something to share. I find that I'm practicing letting go, and also the way to let myself be is and not control anything necessarily is when I do shows. Of course, I pray in the beginning. I said, and it's more about intentionality. My intention is to see the joy in all the people's faces as I entertain them, and to experience that with them. So, it's not about what I have to sing or the songs that I choose. So I create in the moment and allow things to be what they are. And I tell them, let's have fun and let's just enjoy ourselves. And that way everybody gets to just be. And I find that all the shows that I do, when I do that, sort of just happens wonderfully. The experience is natural unfoldment of the divine within all of us, which is it's awesome. I feel so good. I'm so blessed. Anyway.
I think for me, what I got to take away today was sometimes I get in the way and not letting God take control. And today was actually one of those days that actually reminds me that I have to do that more.
I realized that one of the ways that I began to love myself or to show I love myself is to say no. I always had a hard time saying no, and it's saying no to things that I can't do if I need that peace.
Oh, good.
Actually, sadly, I think I forgot what it was that I was going to say, but this morning was interesting because one bad thing after another happened. And I think that it worked in the end because I just was able to accept that that I have no control over this, and that there is somebody, something that has control. And when I was able to let go and release my own control, everything improved. And I'm sure that lots of you have had the same experience.
We have a couple of thoughts from home. Brenda says, thank you, Reverend Ann, for reaffirming our commitment that we need to give ourselves. And Agnes, I'm with you, Agnes, on this. I release and leave the how to Spirit. Not easy for me. I am big on control. We're with you, Agnes. And my one thought was, I'm with you with the red lipstick, Anne, but unfortunately my face isn't anymore. I put it on my lips and somehow it gets up to my nose and down to my chin. Like, what the heck? Oh, well.
Thank you, everyone. Oh, my goodness. Today has been rich. So I start with my self-care. Mine is not lipstick. My granola is getting crunchier than ever. I make my own granola because I don't like the additives that the commercial granola has. But I am so big on crunch, and I think I'm taking care of myself when I can have crunchy foods. So there. I'm taking away 3 things. I like this. I've never really heard it said this way. Turn letting go of the past into a must, which really that's another level of self-care, rather than harping on something over and over. And asking, what gift can I give myself in letting go of? I was sharing with Reverend Randy this morning and everybody who was sitting outside the gift that I got from a friend. So I have to find a way, I'll tell you after. I have to find a way to forgive, one, and to not get triggered, two, and to make my day what I want it to be. Because I was in a very good mood, and then this one little, 3 words, just turned everything upside down. And lastly, as with Agnes, I release and leave the how to Spirit. I absolutely love that. And my brother used to tell me that when I was younger, and I didn't understand what he was saying. I'm sure he's proud of me today. See, somebody else told you and now you get it. Yeah, to rely more on Spirit and align myself. I am doing that a little more. I've done that at work this week, and it actually turned out beautifully. I was so pleased with myself Friday afternoon. I'm like, yay, Spirit, we did it. Yes, so, thank you so much. This is so meaningful. Okay, as we turn our attention to financial giving, or conscious giving, let us remember that every dollar we receive goes out to bless our community and also to bless us and to send our message outwards. So we receive your gifts and we use them to provide services to our community. And your giving matters. You may do so via e-transfer to admin@unityspiritualcenter.com to checks made out to Unity Spiritual Center or here in the sanctuary. So let's say that affirmation together, everyone. Divine love that I am blesses all I give and all I receive. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. Our numbers are growing. Click on the thumbs up because that, as they say, makes the algorithm show us more in people's feed. And the notification bell will tell you when we're on. Thank you.
Let me be intimate with the infinite. Let me be deeply revealed. I want to be one with the knowing, ever present, ever growing. Let me remember what's real. Let me be intimate with the infinite, vulnerable and free. I want to be one with the sweetness, completely one with completeness. Let me be gentle with me, falling in love with everything, falling in love with divinity, falling in love with everyone, because God is in you and God is in me. Oh, let me be intimate with the infinite. Let me be open to you. I want to sing in the spirit. I feel it, I hear it, I see in your eyes the truth. Falling in love with everything, falling in love with divinity, falling in love with everyone, because God is in you and God is in me. Let me be intimate with the infinite. Let me be deeply revealed. I want to be one with the knowing, ever present, ever growing. Let me remember what's real. Give it to me, give it to me, God. Give it to me, give it to me, God. I'm ready to receive your love. I totally forgot about it.
Oh, what an intimate song, really. Beautiful. So know that we are here to pray with you. I'm here to pray with you if you so choose. You can fill out a prayer request form. I invite you to think about this new way of praying that isn't such a new way. Affirming that which you desire in your life. And connecting with the all that is, knowing that the how can be so much grander than any control that you may have. So let's say this prayer of protection together. The light of God surrounds you. I am the light. The love of God enfolds you. I am the love. The power of God protects you. I am the power. The presence of God watches over you. I am the presence. Wherever you are, God is. Wherever I am, God is. And all is well. And let's end it with this wonderful Beatles song, Let It Be. I haven't sung this for a while.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, and let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. And when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh let it be. Yes, there will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh let it be.
Oh, and I want to remind you that, you know, Spirit is always at work here, even as we create these performances and talks. And Emilio gets a general idea of what I might be talking about and then fills in all of the songs. And when we sing them, like when you think about how appropriate every single song was in alignment with this talk. So thank you, Emilio.
Well, thank you.
You know, we work so well together.
We are one.
We are one. So remember that I love you. I love you. And that's one of the ways of loving myself. Because when I look at you, I see me. I love you. So have a great week. Bye for now. We're going to eat potluck here. So next time we have potluck, why don't you come out? Bye for now.